Hi lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Amarachi Uba. If this is your first time, thanks for clicking on this video, and I hope you subscribe, you like, you join the family. And if this is not your first time, welcome back to my channel. So thanks for returning back. Yeah, so today we're going to be discussing a very interesting topic. We're going to be discussing on things you need to know as a first year student in EBSU. It also applies to other universities too, so stay tuned. Yeah. Number one thing you need to know as a student in EBSU is that you will be stressed. I know most of you might say, school naturally is stressful. What are you saying? School is stressful. But the thing is, EBSU is stress pro max. Yes. Let me just give you an example of stress that I mean. We have 4 campuses, right? You start your clearance in one where you collect your school fee receipt or your acceptance fee receipt. Then you go to another one, like if you're a medical student, you go to prep school where you complete your clearance. Then sometimes you shuttle between different campuses to have lectures. Next, if you want to buy your textbooks, you have to go to a different campus to get your textbook. Then if you want to write a certain exam called GSTs, you have to go to a different campus to write it. So that is an example of stress. That is very stressful. But the thing about this is that it makes you fit into anywhere. Like when you go outside, it gives you, because as an EBSU student, nothing else in this life can stress you. Nothing else in this life can stress you. The way EBSU will stress you, it will build you up a bit. It will build you up very, very well, because then you know that if you've experienced this stress, nothing else can stress you. You can work under any condition, like stress. That's what I mean. You can work under any condition, so nothing else. It will build you up so you can be able to fit into other places. It will build you up that nothing in this life can stress you again. I've even heard some of our students, when they go out, even if they did bad here, let me say they got a 3rd class here, when they go out to other schools or go out to do their masters and everything, they become like the top students there, or they get a first class there. Yeah, so this school will build you up. That is one thing the stress does. But body wise, you will shred. You will really shred, and just, yeah, that is all about stress. Number 2, helpful seniors. Helpful seniors, you get what I mean? Yeah, let me just tell you one thing. Every time a new batch of year ones are admitted into university, it is fishing season. Get me? Fishing season. Yeah, I know it applies to all universities, but the thing is that all the fishermen of this university will come out in their numbers to go and fish. And if you're unfortunate to bite the worm on the hook, you will be trapped and you might end up regretting it. And the 2 major ones I know, the 2 major worm on the hook that I know is, one, they're going to come as mentors/tutors. Yes, they'll come because, yes, indeed, you need orientation, you need someone to teach you, you need someone to tutor you, because you're new, you don't know about the course and everything. So they are going to know that you're very, very vulnerable, and they want to work on that. And they'll come to you and like, you need orientation. I can teach you this course and help you, that even when you are sleeping, you'll be saying it, you'll be able to write it down. You'll be able to write it down, and you in your head, you're like, oh yes, he cares about me. Oh God, thank you for bringing a helper to run. What did I say? Run. Like, they don't need. I can still remember when I was doing clearance, like, I kid you not, I can count up to 30 seniors or 30 like grown people that approached me. But me, I already had orientation before coming to university before, so I did not bite the worm on the hook. So, and the second worm on the hook will be fine boys. seniors, and in your mind, a senior is approaching me, hey, I'm a fine. It is not because you are a fine girl, it is because you're vulnerable and you're new and they've not, yeah. So you need to be careful of helpful seniors. And yes, indeed, you need orientation, you need guidance, you need people to tell you about the school. School is a whole lot. That brings me to my next point: join a fellowship. I know most people might click off this video after hearing this part, but that is the truth. You have to join a fellowship because indeed you need people to tell you about the school, the do's and don'ts of the school. And again, you don't want them to have another motive in their mind. Just, you need people that genuinely care about you. And the amazing part of it is that you're not just hearing from one maybe 200 level boy that thinks he knows something. You're hearing from alumni, you're going to hear from final year students, you're going to hear from third level students, you're going to hear from second level students, and just a bunch of people guiding you. And there's no way you can fall, there's no way you're going to not like have an idea of the school. And it prevents you from a lot of things too, not just orientation alone, prevents you from a lot of things. It's just, and sometimes when you're in need, you have a family that you can run to that is not your immediate family. You have a family that you can run to for help, and you will not fall into the trap of, okay, you want this, you have to sacrifice this. But the thing is that you have to be committed. You have to try and be committed. This might not be easy because of schoolwork. You can try and be committed, but remember not to forget your books. The first person in your life is God. Second person as a student is your academics, and the third is fellowship and other things, activities that come with it. Remember that God is number one, but your school comes next. Your school comes next. Not that you start leaving your school work and just focus on fellowship, or try to be committed in your fellowship. It might not be easy, but try to be. Join a fellowship. We have a lot, like mine is Castle Christ Ambassador Student Outreach. We are everywhere in the country. We are in every school. No, I don't know if we're in every school, like polytechnics and so, but we are almost like everywhere. There's no way where you go to, there's no university that you go to and you ask of Castle that you will not see Castle. We are everywhere. You're invited. We're a loving family. We will accept you, we'll guide you. Welcome to Castle. Make sure you join Castle when you come. Then we have other fellowships too, and just want to add this one too. Castle, we are non-denominational. Hey, English. We are non-denominational, so no matter the church you belong to, you're welcome. We also have other fellowships too, like NFCS for Catholics. We have NIFES. We have other ones, SUCF. We have a lot of fellowships, so you join them. It will help you a lot. Okay, join a fellowship to prevent a lot of things. Find me looking here, I'm looking at my notes that I created. So yeah, so the next one is your friendships, the friends that you make when you come to school. Your one, they will either make or break you, trust me. And year one is a very critical time for certain departments. Is a year that determines if you go to the next level or if you continue in that course. It's just a year that you have to be focused, and I'm not asking you to just read your books only, because I mean, all work and no play makes Jack and Jill dull persons. So you need to make those friends that are serious with their books and also know how to have fun, because I mean, year one might be the only time you can have to even be free, because sometimes when you enter year two, you find out that you have no chance at all to even step out of your house. So just the friends you make, and not just academically alone, other ways too. There are evil people around. Be careful of your friends. That is my point. Be careful of the friends you make when you come to school. It will help you a lot, and it can also break you. So be careful of friends. Yeah. Then another one, this is very important too. Please, when you come to the university, leave your secondary school life at home. Yes, some of you, you are very, very bright, like you're very student, one of the top students in your secondary school. Then you come to university and you start failing, not because you're not smart anymore, but because you are still bringing your secondary school character from your house to the university, and that is not how the university works. So you have to get, that's why I'm telling you to get orientation. That's why I'm telling you to places that you can get this orientation from. Because sometimes in exam, even if you know the question, the answer to the question, there are certain ways you need to answer the question for the lecturer or the person marking it to give you a high mark. And some people might want to see diagram first before they start marking anything you need to write or you are writing. Some people just want to see introduction first. Some people care about your middle, and some people care about the beginning and the end. You need a lot of orientation when you're coming to school. There are ways you need to do things. There are things you need to submit. There are things that will boost your mark and prevent you from failing. That's why I say you need orientation. So just leave your ITK at home when you're coming to the university and know that this is a different ball game. So you know that. So my next tips are just things you need to know about EBSU before you come. Then first one is sun. If you're coming from the southwest or the south, you need to know that this place is hot. When they say the sun rises from the east, they were not just saying it to be smart. Indeed, it rises from the east, especially here, Ebonyi State. So if you're coming from the northern side, the sun there might be very, very hot. But if you're coming from the southwest or the south, bring a sunblock. Or if you are strong like me, you don't care about sunblock, just get ready to be roasted and just be given unnecessary tans. So yes, the sun here is scorch, bad, crazy. I don't know how else to describe the sun here. For people like us that come from the south side, it is very, 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 very hot. Then next one is the water. The salt is one of the things they have underground, so it mixes up with the water, so the water is salty and really hard and can be sensitive to certain people's skin. It's not sensitive to mine. I'm sorry, my skin is not sensitive to it. Yes, and some people's skin might be sensitive to it. So when you're coming, you bring water guard, all things for cleansing water, like all this water purifiers. Yes, you can bring the towel, you can bring a lot of things that will help you prevent your skin from being sensitive, because you have to use the water here, except I don't know where else you want to go and get water from. So the water here is very hard. You need to bring a lot of things to help you if your skin is very, very sensitive. But if your skin is not sensitive, welcome, join the family. Yes, come to EBSU. EBSU is a nice school. It's a school for smart people. Yes, you're welcome. If you'll be given admission, you are welcome. From me to you, you're welcome. Come join the family, come join the school, come join the alumni of Ebonyi State University. And that brings me to the end of this video. If you love this video, please like, share to your friends that are new, that are just really admitted they need to know these things. Share to your friends, share to, even if they are in other schools, they need it's something that is common apart from the salt and water. Other points are common, yeah, with other university. Share, you subscribe, you comment your favorite points, comment if you experience these things, if you when you were in year one, comment if you're a newly admitted student. I just want to see your comments. Okay, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.